Hello, Hillman Cancer Center. Welcome to the Teaching Kitchen with the Wellness and Integrative Oncology program. I'm Danielle Petrina. I'm the assistant. Can I call myself the assistant chef? Sous chef. Oh, sous chef. Yeah, you're right. Hello. And this is Angela Zaccanini, the head chef. That's right. Today we're bringing you some awesomeness. This is total. I don't know, you do this thing. I'm not gonna do it alone.
Okay, we are making a Mediterranean lentil salad, again from the Cancer Fighting Kitchen cookbook from Rebecca Katz. This is all plant-based. We do use some feta cheese, so if you're going completely vegan, just eliminate that. But let's talk a little bit about lentils. So they are part of the legume family. They are a wonderful source of plant-based protein. They are a great source of fiber, obviously, but very low in fat. So if you're looking for an alternative to meat, this is an excellent choice. So this is Mediterranean because it does have feta. It has Kalamata olives. It has garlic, cumin. So it's very flavorful. So it also pairs up some cucumber and red pepper, bell pepper to it to give it some crunch and some color. So what we did first was we have 1 cup of the lentils in a saucepan with about 2 inches of vegetable broth on top. We also put in 2 bay leaves, 1 cinnamon stick. We added salt and about 1/4 teaspoon of oregano. So this takes about 15 to 20 minutes to cook down. It does say to drain, but those lentils are definitely going to absorb all of that vegetable broth. So I'm going to take out the bay leaf and the cinnamon stick. We have Danielle over here getting some lemon zest.
Note to self, don't cut the lemon before you do lemon zest. It's way more difficult.
Yeah, it's getting all over the place.
Yeah.
Huh? Okay.
All right.
Again, we live and we learn.
Hey,
That's what it's all about. All right,
preach.
that's it.
Preach.
So Danielle also diced us some of the cucumber and the bell pepper. I'm going to add the lentils straight to this bowl. This is a heavy pot.
It is, and it's bananas. Those lentils. So we did this recipe earlier in the week. It's a very, it's the word hard. It's a very filling.
Yeah.
So Ange, who is always teaching me something, if you're going to eat something like this, make sure you're drinking a lot of water with it because the fiber is so high. And so you just want to make sure that, like, obviously fiber is great for the digestive, but if you're not combining that water component with it, you will just feel very bloated. So just make sure you're chugging some water right along with this. I mean,
it
literally.
just makes me really happy.
And I have so much more to do. I just learned these.
All right, so we have the lentils and the vegetables all added to this bowl. Just gonna mix it up a little bit. Now, what we're gonna do with that lemon zest and the lemon juice is make a vinaigrette. Very basic, simple vinaigrette. So I'm going to use 1/4 cup of olive oil. I'm just gonna add it to this bowl here.
And this is a great dressing recipe just in general. So
Super easy.
not even just for this recipe, it's so easy. You know exactly what you're putting into it. I love easy dressing recipes.
Oh my gosh, I know. And we talked about it last time, very low in sugar, actually
Yes.
practically no sugar at all. So it's going to be the 1/4 cup of olive oil, 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. Oh, sorry, no, that's okay. Okay. Thank you. Gonna add that to the olive oil. Also add the zest. I can get it in there. Okay. And then the final ingredient for the vinaigrette is going to be some ground cumin. Cumin, I don't know how people pronounce it or want to pronounce it or what the right way to pronounce it is,
But
but
fine, everybody will get the point.
that's right. Okay, so that's going to be 1/2 of a teaspoon. And literally that's it.
Wow.
Yeah. super simple.
So this is also another recipe that you could make ahead of time, a good meal prep recipe that's gonna stick over the week.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and you can definitely, me personally, I would add some salmon to it.
Okay.
I just trying to incorporate more fish. But it's so tasty and so good. Oh my gosh, this mint smells lovely.
But you're so right, it is very filling.
Yeah.
So think about like when you consume something high in fiber, it just expands in your stomach. So if you're not getting enough water, it kind of bulks up everything and doesn't keep things moving. So in order to flush, you definitely need enough fluid.
That was so well spoken.
Thank you. Yeah. Sometimes I need a visual
order
too.
to flush.
Yeah. Right? So, and I know like patients that are constipated, they tend to increase their fiber, but when they do so, they don't increase their hydration.
Yeah.
So then they end up getting more constipated and don't know what's going on, and it's very uncomfortable.
It's so uncomfortable.
Yeah, and then it affects your appetite. You don't eat as much because you're feeling full and bloated. You don't know what to eat. So patients do run into this a lot. Besides that, with cancer, this is a great recipe for taste changes. It has a lot of citrus. It has the tartness of the oil or the olives. It has feta cheese. So it's also a soft mouthfeel. The cucumber and the peppers do give it a little bit of crunch. So if you're having difficulty swallowing, you might want to eliminate that or choose a different vegetable. But this has so much flavor and it really can enhance that mouthfeel. So the final ingredients, we are going to add the Kalamata olives.
And this is also just a really pretty recipe too. So if you need to impress some guests or maybe even for the holiday, because it has some red and green going on in there, it's a really easy, great recipe.
I love that. It's true. Like, the recipes we've been making recently are just so colorful and festive.
I know, it does make, I feel like anytime you eat like some sort of salad, it needs to be colorful.
Yes.
It's definitely more appealing when it's colorful. And then just to give you a quick heads up where we got everything, we did get the this round at Whole Foods. This recipe called for French lentils.
Yes.
So those were found at Whole Foods. They were not at Trader Joe's. I'm sure you could probably find these at Giant Eagle. Also, like, and I don't know, like, I mean, if lentil's a lentil, I'm sure it probably has a little bit of a different taste of being French, but I mean, could we just go with like some regular lentils if that's all we could find?
Yeah, so the recipe actually called for green lentils, which if you look it up, it is a French lentil.
Oh, gotcha, okay.
So it has this like kind of tannish, greenish color. They're almost shaped like a disc. So very flat, round consistency. I do feel like, of course, when you go to the store, it's overwhelming with how many options you have.
Yeah, there are a lot.
And if you have never cooked with lentils before, follow the recipe to a T.
Yeah.
Look it up, find out which one to purchase and is the best to purchase. Also look at the recipe and see how it's prepared. This is very simple. You put it in a saucepan with vegetable broth. And I believe they even have another recipe on the back of this using capers, which we have. Capers would be good.
Capers actually would be excellent.
Yeah.
But yes, very easy, manageable. Again, we bought one cucumber, pepper, red pepper. Olives are easy to find. I definitely know that. I mean, you could easily find these ingredients at Aldi. Very, and look how much this makes too. So you're talking at least 3 to 4 servings out of that.
For sure.
Ange and I actually like had a hefty bowl of it. You don't want to eat a hefty bowl because we had to like chug water the rest of the day.
Yes.
So, but yeah, very, again, manageable with the cost and manageable with the time and the prep.
And this is how it ends up. We do top it with some parsley and mint, again, to give it some fresh herbs, color, and flavor. So this is an excellent plant-based recipe. Like Danielle said, if you want some more protein, add your salmon, add some chicken breast, whatever you prefer. But this is going to be, our patients are looking for more plant-based recipes. So I feel like this is simple, flavorful, and a good option to try first. Again, this recipe is from the Cancer Fighting Kitchen cookbook from Rebecca Katz. It is also found on her blog. So if you don't have the cookbook, you can actually search it right online and it is visible there.
So that's all for this week. Next week, we are bringing you a roasted root vegetable soup, just in time for the fall season.
October
kicking off.
1st.
Yeah, so we're excited to dig into that.
Yes.
I love soups, so I'm super excited. Super excited, pun intended. So we will see you then. Thank you all so much for joining us, and we hope to see you next week. Take care.